BMW, Kia, Hyundai, Ford, Tesla, Nissan, Mercedes. Now, those companies all have something in common. Do you know what it is? Well, it's not that they're car companies. It is actually that these are some of the many companies that have chose to put their manufacturing in Mexico. Why Mexico? Well, it's not because of the warm beaches and beautiful weather, though Mexico plentifully supplies that need. It is because a clash of macroeconomic forces that is causing the greatest economic growth in the country's history. Today, I'm going to explain the reasons that companies are choosing Mexico to put down their factories. To all the finance nerds that love statistics, congratulations, it is your lucky day. I've compiled a lot of statistics from reliable sources, as well as I have a past filled with macroeconomics, like running the economy club in my school. You can probably tell with accolades like that, I was pretty popular. That was sarcastic. So let's get started. The cost of labor. The first factor that makes Mexico attractive to companies is the cost of labor. It is just cheaper to pay employees in Mexico than most developed markets. Labor is the largest factor of production by cost, so reducing the cost of labor makes products cheaper and more competitive. According to tradingeconomics.com, the cost of labor in Mexico is $710 USD monthly. That is the average cost of labor in the Mexican market and changes dependent upon which state you look at in Mexico. The cost of labor only matters if it's competitive with other nations. So how does the average Mexican wage compare with other countries? Well, let's look at what has become synonymous with manufacturing might. China. The average Chinese wage, according to MSadvisory.com, is $3,050 USD monthly, nearly 3 times higher than the Mexican wage. If you look at the US's biggest trade partner, Canada, it is even higher at $6,313 USD, which is about 3 times, or about double what the Chinese wage is monthly, according to salary after tax. Let's move on to the next factor, NAFTA. What is NAFTA? Well, it isn't some new slang from Gen Z, though we know how much they love that. It stands for the North American Free Trade Agreement. It is an agreement between Mexico, the United States, and Canada that reduces and eliminates tariffs for the member countries. Mario Gillian at Wharton said, trade between NAFTA countries increased from $290 billion in 1993, before NAFTA, to $1.1 trillion in 2016. So it's already had quite an impact on trade between the countries. ScienceDirect.com reports that it's overall an increase of 400%. So if NAFTA sets tariffs to member countries to 0, let's see what other manufacturing countries' tariffs are. Talking about China, in regards to batteries, face masks, and many critical minerals, the tariffs are increasing to 25% in 2024. These tariffs are higher in China regarding syringes and semiconductors, which are 50% of a tariff rate. This information is from scmp.com. These tariffs are already high, and with Trump, who has many protectionist policies, becoming the president-elect, it is likely that these tariffs will only increase. On to the third factor. I'm guessing most of you know where Mexico is. It's just south of the Rio Grande and is the only country bordering America from the south on land. Why does this matter, though? Well, I'm sure Mexican citizens will enjoy many products produced by manufacturing in their country, but the biggest consumer market is not Mexico. It is the United States, so proximity to the U.S. market matters. According to the worldbank.org, the United States accounted for 34% of all household spending in the world in 2022. It's a very large margin because Americans spend more on average than any other group. So a manufacturer wants to sell their goods and sell them fast should set up as close as they can to the United States. This also reduces the cost of transferring goods to the United States. If companies transport their goods via water transit, then it is a much shorter journey than the same maritime journey taken from goods shipped from China, India, and most other countries. So I know that was a lot, so let's sum it up. We went over average wages, NAFTA, and the proximity to the United States. So I will bring the question back to you. Why Mexico? Better yet, why care? because Mexico is a small piece in a much larger game, and understanding the factors that are causing manufacturing growth in Mexico can predict future markets that will do the same. Thank you for your time.